Miss Lin, you've been pregnant for 1 month.
What? I'm pregnant?
I'm so hot.
What is wrong with Gu Nianshan? Gosh, who could possibly turn down a crush coming onto them like this?
It's been 1 month. You haven't caught any diseases, so that lady from that night was clean.
Don't ever take me to places like that again. This kind of situation, I don't want to see it happen a second time.
The Gu family already called off the engagement if Gu Nianshan finds out that I sneaked into his bed and even got pregnant with his baby.
I get it. But you've been staying pure all this time. Who exactly is it for? Isn't this Lin Yiqian?
Oh no, is my secret about to be exposed?
Didn't you two just call off the engagement? Why is she acting so guilty?
Never mind, I need to get out of here now.
Daddy, I've been in mourning for you for 5 years. And I've decided to move on and let my mom find a new dad for me. I hope you are doing well in the afterlife.
Qianshen, the company is in a crisis. Come back quickly and marry Gu Nianshen.
Doesn't Gu Nianshan dislike me and want to break off the engagement?
Elder Mr. Gu has passed away. His will states that Gu Nianshen must marry you. It's just for a 1-year marriage contract, and then both of you can get a divorce.
Divorce after 1 year? I'll consider it. Xiao Yu has always wanted a daddy. Should I go back and give it a try? Xiao Yu. Xiao Yu. Do you want a daddy?
Mommy, you've finally come to your senses. Are you going to find me a stepfather?
He's your real father.
But wasn't my real father already gone?
He's back from the beyond.
Huh?
If I knew this day would come, I would have at least let him keep a shred of dignity in front of Xiao Yu.
Mommy, what does my daddy look like? Wow, my daddy is so handsome.
Pack your things.
Mommy, when can we actually see Daddy?
Xiao Yu, remember this. Before I finish checking out your father, you mustn't reveal my name.
Okay.
If Gu Nianshan still hasn't accepted me after a year, he definitely won't give Xiao Yu back to me. I need to plan this carefully.
Mommy, I need to use the bathroom.
Okay, I'll wait for you over there. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what your grandfather was thinking. He knew you already loved someone else, yet before he was gone, he still insisted on setting you up. But don't be upset. In just 1 year, you can get a divorce.
Who told you I was going to get a divorce?
Wait, wasn't it just a 1-year contract? Wait for me a moment.
Isn't this my daddy?
This kid looks so familiar.
Mister, I can stand right here and aim perfectly into the urinal. Can you do that? Judging by the distance, he's definitely my daddy. 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 Daddy.
Who is your daddy?
Nianshan, this kid looks just like you. Is he your secret child?
See, even Mister says that I am your son.
This kid is so dull and slow. What's wrong with your eyes? If you're blind, Go see a doctor, okay?
No, really. This child actually looks just like you. Sweetheart, what is your name?
My name is Xiao Jiayu.
Haha, what kind of name is Xiao Jiayu? Doesn't that basically mean little brat?
Stop laughing. My mommy says Daddy is a jerk and that I'm a jerk son.
Who is insulting me?
I'm sorry. Mister will stop laughing. Nianshen, this kid's mom must really hate his father to even be so hard on her own son.
Since you are so interested in him, maybe he's your son. Why don't you take him back?
What?
No, I only want my real daddy.
Who is your daddy?
Real daddy? What a strange way to address him.
I am truly your son. If you don't believe me, we can do a DNA test.
Come here, sweetheart. Give him to me.
Daddy.
I just received news that Gu Nianshen is returning to Jing City today. He's at the airport right now.
What? Then I need to leave quickly, before he runs into me and Xiaoyu.
Yes, hurry.
Daddy, I don't eat much. I'm very easy to take care of. Daddy, I don't eat much, so I'm easy to raise. Mommy, I saw Daddy. And he really can do it well.
What? Not only did father and son meet, but they even had an encounter in the restroom. He probably doesn't believe that Xiaoyu is his son, and Xiaoyu probably wouldn't tell him my name, either.
Nianshen, you've always had this habit since you were a kid. This bad habit of trying to outdo everyone else. Haven't you changed yet? Even against a kid, you still have to win?
Daddy! Daddy, why do you keep pulling me around? You're making me dizzy. Mommy, Daddy!
Be quiet. What should I do? What should I do? Is my secret going to be revealed this quickly?
Hello, is this 911? I'm reporting a new type of scam. A woman with a child, using the excuse of looking for the father, is trying to swindle a wealthy man.
What on earth?
I'm at the airport.
Gu Nianshen, to heck with you.
Come over and handle this now.
Honey, let's go.
Oomph.
Nianshen, they don't really look like scammers to me.
Oomph. She's covered up more tightly than a celebrity, and she acts so guilty. What else could she be but a scammer?
Your insight is as sharp as ever. But that child, he really does look like you. What if he really is your son? You should go get a test done. If it's true, you'd get such a big kid for free.
I have a wife. Why would I worry about having children?
You won't go? I'll go for you then.
Are you crazy?
Hey, where are you going?
To the Civil Affairs Bureau. To marry her.
Congratulations to you both. I wish you a long and happy life together.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. It's been a long time. My Mrs. Gu? I have things to do at the office first. Move into the matrimonial home on your own.
I didn't expect that today. I have actually married my crush of 10 years, Gu Nianshen. I need to hurry up and get Xiaoyu all settled in. He's not home as expected. He was forced into marrying me anyway. So how could he start living with me so soon? Wait, isn't this the Life Love of a Lifetime limited edition? Where did this come from? He actually came back. Gu Nianshen. These muscles are even more solid than 6 years ago.
Are you done touching me?
Not even close. If you aren't used to living with me, I can go live in the living room.
Lin Yiqian, don't forget that your current identity is Mrs. Gu.
He actually admitted that I am Mrs. Gu.
Nianshen. I heard that Lin Yiqian and the monitor of Class 4 ran away abroad together.
Lin Yiqian, you really know how to have fun.
What was I doing?
Lin Yiqian, I don't care how much you played around in the past, but after marriage, you must cut off all those relationships for me.
You came back to sleep with me this one time just to warn me not to cheat on you? Don't have such double standards. Since we slept together once, I'm going to sleep with you once as well, to warn you not to cheat on me.
Hello, Shisha. What is it?
Auntie is suddenly feeling unwell. Hurry back to the family estate.
I am coming right away.
The Gu family came over and said that Gu Nianshen likes their family's adopted daughter, Shi Xia, and is insisting on breaking the engagement. They are going way too far.
It was so intense just now. I almost had the illusion that he had developed feelings for me. What a jerk. Sleeping with me when he doesn't even like me. He's just an animal.
Nianshen. Nianshen. Congratulations.
What's wrong with you this early in the morning?
The results of the paternity test between you and that child the other day are out, and he really is your biological son. Haha.
A 99.99% biological match. How is this even possible?
Why wouldn't it be possible? Did you forget? A few years ago, at the karaoke bar, you had a one-night stand.
I only did that once.
Big brother, why are you so nervous? It's just a child. Negotiate the terms with the mother, and then just bring him back. Besides, between you and Lin Yiqian, isn't there just a one-year marriage contract? Why are you afraid she won't agree?
No one can find out about this. Especially not Lin Yiqian.
You. Since when did you care so much about Lin Yiqian's feelings? Nianshen, don't tell me that all these years, the one you've loved in your heart is actually Lin Yiqian?
Yes. Go investigate this child for me. Find the mother, give her a sum of money, and send her away.
Hey, Fine. I'll do it.
Lin Yiqian, I finally managed to make you Mrs. Gu, and I will never let there be any reason for you to escape. Hello. Order a bouquet of flowers for me.
Madam, you're awake.
Has Gu Nianshen stayed out all night?
I suppose the young master is busy working late at the office.
Busy working late at his crush's place, more likely. What a jerk.
Mommy, please find me a new daddy.
What's wrong, honey?
Other kids have daddies who take them to kindergarten, but he won't even acknowledge me. What's the point of having a father like this?
But your daddy is much richer than the other daddies. I can use his money to raise you, baby.
Lin Yiqian, You still want to use my money to raise another man?
Be good, honey. If he still won't accept you, I will divorce him.
Lin Yiqian, you really have some nerve. Actually expecting me to accept that man you have on the side. You want a divorce? In your dreams.
I don't want it,
Hey, you little brat, just you wait.
Keep an eye on my wife. Wherever she goes, tell me immediately. Hello?
Nianshen, yesterday at the airport, I was halfway through the surveillance footage when the trail suddenly went cold. This woman is hiding something deep. She doesn't seem simple. Could she be planning something big?
Keep investigating. Be extremely careful in case she meets with Lin Yiqian.
Got it.
President, they say Madam has just left the house in a hurry.
Have them keep following her and send the address to me.
Yes, sir.
Lin Xiaoyu, you're in big trouble.
President, look, Madam is right ahead.
Trying to please me at home isn't enough for her. She even wants to spend my money on some other guy.
The uncle in white said there are 2 signs of a successful man, having strength and wearing an expensive watch. I want to buy an expensive watch for Daddy, and if he's happy, he will surely accept me. Sister, I want this watch.
All right.
President, Madam went that way.
Here you go.
Hey, I'll take this watch.
Auntie, I saw this watch first.
You? Do you have any idea where you are? This is Gu Group's luxury mall. Even if we sold you, you still couldn't afford this watch.
My father is the general manager here. Only he has the money to buy it.
I can afford any price. I have money.
Please. What kind of toy car did you steal? Are you playing dress up or something? Don't play with kids like this. Let's help your father try on the watch.
Come, put it on.
Give it to me.
I saw this watch first. You're all bullying a child.
You little pauper. How dare you compete with my dad for a watch?
I bought this for my daddy. Give it back to me.
You little beggar. How dare you try to take things from my son? Mom, he bit my hand. How exactly are you managing your employees? You're just gonna watch as someone bites your son's hand?
What are you even doing? Get the store manager over here.
I am so sorry, General Manager. I will get rid of him immediately.
Stay right there. You think you can just leave? You tried to take our things, bit my son like this? And you think you're going somewhere? Call your parents here. I really want to see what kind of people could raise a son like you.
Ah, it hurts. It hurts.
Look at your low status. How dare you compete with my son?
You old witch, believe it or not, I'm going to tell my mommy and file a complaint against you.
It won't matter if you tell your daddy. My dad is the general manager here, and everyone here has to listen to him.
Call your parents over. It's the perfect time to put them all on the mall's blacklist so that they will never be able to enter this mall again.
I don't want it anymore. I don't want it.
Now you're scared? It's too late. Get your parents here and apologize to my whole family.
I didn't do anything wrong.
It's right here.
Hey, you're still being stubborn, aren't you?
Daddy, Mommy, help me.
Let him go.
Let go of my son.
What are you doing?
Oh, mister, they're bullying people.
What is Gunianshen doing here?
Hey, Daddy.
What is he doing here?
So you are the father of this little beggar. Your son bit my son's hand? Make him get on his knees and apologize right now, otherwise I'll take you to the police station.
White, come and take care of Xiaoyu right away.
Insolent.
Still acting tough? Now that your dad is here, let them try to complain about us. Go ahead.
Check the security footage and send those who hit people to the station.
Yes, sir.
Oh. You think you can just check the footage whenever you want? Do you have any idea who my husband is? He's the general manager here?
Find out which department he's in and fire him along with all the involved staff members.
Yes, sir.
Oh my. Still putting on a show. Saying you'll fire us all?
Oh, hello, Chairman. I am.
You are fired.
What? I'm fired?
What? Who are you people?
Have you lost your minds? You don't even recognize President Gu?
I...
President Gu.
Daddy, you're so impressive. Xiao Yu loves you so much.
Darn it. How could I feel sympathy for him? Why are you here? Where's your mom?
I snuck out behind Mommy's back to buy a watch for you. I didn't expect to run into you. Daddy, don't you think we're meant to be father and son?
It's not meant to be, so you should just head home.
I gave you my hair yesterday. Didn't you go get the paternity test done yet?
I forgot about it, so I didn't go.
Why hasn't he left yet? Lin Xiaoyu won't reveal my name, will he?
Daddy, I've never had a father since I was little. Now that I've found you, I want to take care of you in your old age.
That darn Bai Si, showing him those messy TV dramas again.
You'll take care of me? Where are you going to get the money?
Mommy says you're very rich. She wants to ask you for money to raise me, but I don't need it. When I grow up, I'll earn my own money.
I should go hurry Bai Si up, otherwise I might lose my son.
That woman, showing up with a son at a time like this? It really is all for the money. I must find her as soon as possible to take control of the situation. Now, go home and be a good boy. Go!
Daddy, I haven't bought you a watch yet. Let's go buy a watch together.
Have someone follow him. This little guy should lead us to his mother soon, to negotiate terms. Let's go.
What a busy and exciting day this has been.
Well, if it isn't the former eldest Miss Lin.
Given my current status, you should be calling me sister-in-law.
Who do you think you are? Xiaxia is the only daughter-in-law the Gu family elders ever recognized. Last night was your wedding night, but my cousin went back to the Gu mansion to spend it with Xiaxia. How did it feel to spend your wedding night? All by yourself?
I wouldn't say I was alone. Nianshen slept for a while, before heading out. Miss Shi, after you called last night, Nianshen left before even taking a shower. When he got to your place, did he finally get to shower and sleep? Does he have any energy left? As Lin Yiqian, I refuse to lose this confrontation.
I should have dealt with this witch 2 years ago.
No way. He's so young. Is he really in such poor health?
What are you so proud of, Lin Yiqian? Nianshen is simply following the terms of Grandpa's last will.
Exactly. I really don't know what Grandpa Gu was thinking, choosing a woman like you to be the Gu family's lady. Your past was so messy. You probably even have a secret child somewhere by now.
Wow. Are you a psychic or something? Grandpa Gu truly had great vision, knowing I was the chosen one to be the Gu group's first lady.
Don't flatter yourself. My cousin only loves Xiaxia. When he returned from abroad last night, he even brought back a limited edition Eternal Love necklace.
You mean the necklace? On the nightstand last night? So it was actually a gift for Shisha. Gu Nianshen gave you that necklace?
I only mentioned once how much I liked it. I didn't expect he would take it to heart.
Fine. Let me scan your code. I am married to Gu Nianshen now, and since he just bought that necklace, it should be considered our marital property. I know that necklace. It costs $990,000. Half of that is mine, which is $495,000. Scan the code.
Lin Yiqian, your family is bankrupt now. But can you really be so shameless? Are you that desperate for money?
So, you're not going to pay? Then I'll have our lawyer contact you. I might even buy a trending topic to let everyone know that Gu Nianshen cheated after marriage, and even bought his mistress a necklace worth $990,000. I'll let all those righteous online users be the judge of who exactly is the shameless one here.
Lin Yiqian, the one who isn't loved is the mistress.
Fine. I will certainly share that logic with everyone online.
A fake item bought for $3,000. It's easy to find out the truth. Wait a moment. I'll scan the code to pay you. I'm not afraid of you. I just don't want to cause any trouble for Nianshen.
Spare me the explanation. An explanation is just a cover-up. Just scan the code.
Shaksha, why are you transferring money to this horrible woman?
All right, payment received. Miss Shi, do you still need a receipt?
I couldn't even bear to wear it myself. A necklace worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm so furious.
I won't let my presence interfere with your shopping then.
Lin Yiqian, if you need money so badly, why don't you humiliate yourself for it? Aren't you best at charming men?
Shut your mouth.
Lin Yiqian, you witch. You actually dare to hit me?
I'll teach you a lesson.
Lin Yiqian, you've lost your mind. Feifei is the cousin of Nianshen. She's the spoiled one in the family. No one has ever hit her before. How dare you strike her?
Lin Yiqian, I'm going to end you.
President, this is bad. Madam ran into Miss Shi and Miss Song, and they started fighting.
You keep an eye on him.
Yes, sir.
Daddy!
Watch him, and you must not let Lin Yiqian see him.
Understood.
I don't want to.
Let's go, little one. We are leaving. Let's go now.
Mommy, remember to buy me that watch.
Xia, stop right there.
The one who isn't loved is the mistress, right? Is that what your father taught you, or was it your mother?
Nianshen, Lin Yiqian is hitting Feifei.
Gu Nianshen, your cousin suggested I go find other men to earn money, to cheat on you. Shouldn't I teach her a lesson? Only last night in bed you were warning me to behave myself.
Must you talk about everything?
Witch! You witch!
Cousin, she was the one who was shameless, going to Xiaxia first to get the money you gave for the necklace.
Feifei, stop talking. It was wrong of you to insult her first.
Buying a necklace? Xia, take the necklace out. She saw that necklace last night, so she misunderstood. The necklace for Xia wasn't mine.
Gu Nianshen, you should buy her more in the future. I can count on your affairs to make a fortune.
Just as I thought. How could she possibly be jealous over me?
Lin Yiqian, you witch.
This is your cousin's wife. I'm giving you 24 hours to apologize to her. Otherwise, never step foot into the Gu family again.
Nianshen.
Cousin actually told me to apologize to that woman. Has he gone mad?
I need to find a way quickly to get rid of Lin Yiqian, or sooner or later, she will take Nianshen away from me.
This necklace, Gu Nianshen, didn't he give it to Xia already? Did he buy 2 of them? Help me check the purchase records for this necklace.
This necklace is a limited edition released by Life only this month. There's only one in the country, and it's the specific one in your hand.
The little guy was lost at the entrance. He said he went to look for his uncle.
Got it.
Gu Nianshen only bought this one, so what happened with Xia's necklace? A fake? Did Gu Nianshen grab the wrong one? Gu Nianshen, you gave the fake necklace to Xia, and this one is the real one. What's wrong with you?
This silly woman, she hasn't even noticed that the letters on the necklace are her name. Whatever, even if she knew it was for her, she wouldn't care anyway.
Are you upset that I asked Xia for over $400,000?
Even if I wanted to give it to Xia, what does that have to do with you?
Scum. I am your legal wife, and you let another woman humiliate me like this. Don't I have any dignity?
Oh, so you do know you're my wife? Then where did you go yesterday?
I went.
As I thought, you've got a guilty conscience.
If I hadn't gone out, how could I have caught you and Xia shopping together? How could I have known that you bought her a necklace worth over $900,000?
I wasn't with her. And besides, like you said, that necklace was a fake.
You just gave it to the wrong person.
You silly woman. Why don't you take a closer look at whether this necklace was really meant for Xia? Open the camera.
It's my name.
We didn't have rings when we married, so when I saw a necklace that matched your name, I bought it.
Oh my goodness. The first gift from the man I've crushed on.
Do you like this gift?
Yes, I love it. Since we got married, I haven't really given you any gifts.
You can give yourself to me.
Consider your wish granted. Did you stay over with Shisha last night?
My mother was sick last night, so I took her to the hospital. I'm not as careless as you are.
How am I careless? I really can't believe that one day I would actually get to enjoy a wild time with the high school heartthrob.
Lin Yichen, you shut your mouth.
If this is a dream, can you please never let me wake up? Gu Nianshen, you have a phone call.
Answer it for me.
Good evening, Daddy. I found your number in Mommy's old phone. Are you surprised?
This little troublemaker really is full of surprises. Who is this child?
It sounds just like a scammer using an AI voice changer. I get these all the time.
He actually mistook Xiaoyu for a scammer. I'll have to tell Xiaoyu later.
What are you laughing at?
Your sense of precaution is very strong. That's a good thing. I'm going to take a shower.
I need to resolve this as soon as possible. Otherwise, it's only a matter of time before Lin Yichen finds out.
Ever since school got out, I had someone follow him, but they always lose him halfway. The woman behind all of this is definitely not simple. Let me ask you something. You don't remember a single detail about that woman?
If I had any memory of what she looked like, would I still need you to investigate?
Your skills aren't bad, young man. But Auntie suggests that for someone so young, you should avoid looking for trouble like this.
I'm warning you. Today she convinced the kid to call you, but tomorrow she could bring him right to your front door.
No, this can't go on. Go find that woman at the nightlife tonight. We need to find out what's really going on.
Nianshen, are you sure the woman you slept with was an employee here at Nightfall?
You've got good skills, young man, but Auntie advises you, as someone so young, it's better not to seek such entertainment.
The message on that note can't be wrong. No, none of them are the one. Are all your female employees over 35 and under 40 years old here right now?
Yes, sir. They are all here.
Is anyone on leave?
No one.
Did she quit? Where is the resignation list?
Our business is great, and the pay is high. Even when some get older and stop hosting, they usually transfer to support roles.
President Gu.
Have them all leave now.
Understood.
Manager, is this the room that needs cleaning? Young man, I finally see you again. 6 years ago, you were celebrating your birthday in the next room. You were very drunk, Do you remember?
That's absolutely impossible. That woman's age definitely wouldn't exceed 45 now.
Oh, you clearly don't remember. Someone my age even has a better memory than yours. Important people truly have short memories.
I told you to find someone under 45 years old. Who are these people you found?
Nianshen? You can't be talking about this, Auntie, can you? A CEO in his 20s and a 60-year-old cleaner. Stop talking nonsense.
Hurry up and get her out of here.
Auntie, there's no need for cleaning here.
Young man, you left something behind 6 years ago.
Be quiet.
Auntie, you are fired.
Do rich people all look down on others like this? To think I held onto your girlfriend's necklace pendant.
Wait a moment. You mentioned my girlfriend? I knew it couldn't be. An older auntie like this.
When I was cleaning, I found a necklace, which should belong to you. This pendant has a photo inside. It can be opened, and it shows a boy and a girl together.
Nianshen, hurry and take a look. See if she looks beautiful. I can't see anything at all now.
I'm so sorry, young man. In order to return your necklace, I kept it on me the whole time, but one time, by mistake, it fell into the sink.
It's fine. Thank you.
Then I'll head out first.
This woman had long hair. Even though her features are blurry, she doesn't look like an old woman. Nor does she look trashy.
Does that mean she doesn't actually work at the nightclub?
Stop thinking about it. With that child around, are we still afraid that we won't find that woman? When the time comes, no matter what kind of vicious intentions she is hiding, I'll be able to make her confess everything.
No matter what your goal is, I will never let you ruin my marriage with Lin Yiqian.
Aunt Joe, did Gu Nianshen come back last night?
Ma'am.
I told you she was lonely and neglected at home, yet she's still putting on a brave face with that bruised neck.
First thing in the morning, it's really such bad luck. The Qing dynasty is long gone. You don't have to come here so early to pay your respects to me.
Who's here to pay you respects?
So, did your family run out of food, and you've come here to beg for favors?
If it weren't for my cousin telling me to come and apologize to you, I wouldn't come even if you invited me.
Did I hear that correctly? Gu Nianshen sent his first love, along with Sun Feifei, to apologize to me?
Jianqin, please don't misunderstand. What Nianshen means is, you are, after all, Gu Group's wife of the CEO, representing the image of the entire Gu family. The respect you deserve should still be given to you.
My cousin didn't even come home last night. The respect he mentioned was just something he said in passing. He doesn't care at all. There's no need for my apology anymore. Shaxia, let's go.
Who told you that? Who told you that?
Madam, the young master came back quite late last night, and to avoid waking you, he slept in the guest room.
Apologize.
Cousin-in-law, regarding what happened last night, I'm sorry.
Admitting your mistakes and changing makes you a good kid.
Nianshen, I haven't had breakfast yet, so maybe.
I originally wanted to invite you to stay here for breakfast, but the breakfast Aunt Joe prepared isn't quite enough, so I won't have you stay today. Since it's not often I get to sit and eat breakfast with my husband, and you want to interrupt? No way.
Nianshen.
Since the breakfast Aunt Joe made isn't enough, you should all go out and eat.
Oh.
Here's the money for breakfast. My treat.
Xiaxia, what do you think she means by this? Is she treating us like beggars?
Lin Yiqian, you witch. Just you wait.
I never thought, one day I'd be able as his wife, to watch Gu Nianshen head off to work. Aunt Joe, what's wrong?
My back pain is acting up again.
Are you about to do the laundry?
Yes, I am.
I'll do it.
No. The young master's clothes all need to be hand-washed.
Give them to me, Aunt Joe.
Looking at those photos last night, I was certain the little brat's mother was a beauty.
What is this?
Aunt Joe, where are my clothes from yesterday?
Madam saw my back was hurting, so she took them to wash.
This is bad. Lin Yiqian.
Didn't you go back to the office? What are you doing back here?
If she ever finds out that I have a child, she'll definitely divorce me immediately.
What are you staring at me like that for? Are you feeling passionate?
Young mistress, I'll take over. My cataracts are acting up. I can't see anything at all. Erkang, I've lost my sight.
The washing machine can do the laundry.
Aunt Joe said your clothes must be washed by hand.
Then go and rest. I'll wash them myself.
Wait, do you have a guilty conscience about something?
What could I possibly have a guilty conscience about?
If you don't have a guilty conscience, then you don't. You really don't. But why shout so loud? There seems to be a necklace in your pocket.
That's for my mother. It's her birthday tomorrow.
It's my mother-in-law's birthday? Then I need to prepare a gift too.
Oh. Go buy a necklace right now for the dowager.
I wonder if Gu Nianshin's mother will like it. Hello, baby.
That gift I asked you to buy, the watch for Daddy, did you buy it?
I bought it already. I bought it. I'll bring it to you in a bit. Be a good boy and wait for me at home. Love you.
Xiaxia, is she talking to some other man on the phone?
Shh. Okay, hanging up now.
This witch. She dares to betray my cousin. I'm going to.
Don't be impulsive. Don't alert her yet. Let's follow her first.
Okay. Xiaxia, the sales clerk from Life just told me that Lin Yiqian bought a men's watch, worth over $1 million. It's definitely for that other man. I'm calling my cousin right now. I'm calling my cousin now.
Wait, let's gather some evidence first. Tonight is Mother's birthday party. Lin Yiqian will definitely be there. We will expose her in front of everyone then.
That's brilliant, Xiaxia. By then, not only will my aunt be there, but also many relatives and friends. When we expose Lin Yiqian's betrayal publicly, at that moment, no one will be able to save her status as the mistress of the house.
Lin Yiqian, the position of Gu Group's CEO wife, can only belong to me.
Xixia and Feifei have followed us right to the door. I suspect they are looking to cause trouble for you.
Then I certainly can't let them down. Do exactly as I say. Decorate this house immediately. I want to give them a surprise.
Okay.
Mommy, I want you to stay with me.
All right. But tonight is your grandmother's birthday. I have to go to the family mansion for dinner, so I can't have dinner with you.
Then you can take me to Grandma's house for her birthday. You can give me to her as a gift. She will definitely be very happy. Then take me to Grandma's birthday party and give me to her as a gift. She'll definitely be very happy.
Gu Nianshen's mother likes Xixia so much. My dear Xiaoyu, just give Mommy a little more time, and I will definitely give you your proper status. Mommy's leaving now.
Hey, there are a few more job offers. I've sent them to your email.
Fine, you keep an eye on this kid. Whatever you do, don't let him run around again.
Understood.
Isn't this the number for that little fellow?
Why aren't you answering the phone?
The name wasn't saved. It's a scam caller.
Oh.
Daddy, why aren't you answering the phone? I want to go to Grandma's birthday too.
Aren't you getting out of the car?
Ah, I just remembered I have some business. You go in first. I'll be there in a moment.
Then remember to bring the gift we bought for Mom.
Drive the car out. Yes, sir. Hello?
Daddy, are you coming to pick me up for Grandma's birthday party?
Who told you? It's Grandma's birthday today?
My mommy did. Heh heh.
What a calculating woman. Since she couldn't win me over, she plans to use the child to win over Grandma. Xiao Yu, listen to me. It's really not possible today.
Lin Yiqian, how do you have the nerve to come to Aunt's birthday party?
If you can come, then as the true daughter-in-law of the Gu family, why shouldn't I be allowed in?
You, the Gu daughter-in-law, you stole that position. Ask around this room. Who would ever recognize you? You there, come here. Tell me, who is the real young mistress in all of your hearts?
It is definitely Miss Shi. Miss Shi and the young master grew up together. They were childhood sweethearts, and the mistress has always seen her as the daughter-in-law.
Did you hear that? You're just the one who forced her way into someone else's relationship. In the entire Gu family, no one will ever accept you.
Pa. I didn't steal or snatch anything. The relationship between Gu Nianshen and me was discussed by both of our parents and finalized as a legal marriage. You're calling me the other woman? Have you no shame?
Your time is coming, yet you still sound so confident. Did I say you could come in?
This is the Gu residence, not the Song residence. I have the right to keep you out, but you have no right to stop me.
Fine. Then let's see who actually has the authority here. Stop her. What are you afraid of? She's seeing another man behind his back. Once my cousin and aunt return, she will be thrown out of the house. If you help me teach her a lesson now, it will be counted as a service to the family.
Let me go, let me go.
You vicious woman, betraying your marriage and seeing someone else outside. You've done every shameless thing possible. Today, on behalf of my cousin, I'm going to punish you, you shameless woman.
Let go.
Qian, please stop hitting her.
Today is really not a good time. Can't you just listen for once? I'll take you out for a nice meal later, all right?
Shishia, you fake girl. Are you taking their side while acting innocent?
What are you doing? What are you all doing?
Ow!
Xiaxia.
Xiaxia, are you okay?
You're faking it again, aren't you?
Aunt, Lin Yiqian attacked Xiaxia.
Ma'am, I'm fine. Please don't blame Qian. I'm sure she didn't mean to kick me.
Give me a break. Unbelievable, you little snake. If you have guts, confront me openly. It's not like there are no cameras here. You had so many people ganging up on me.
Ma'am, I was just worried about Nianshen. I just couldn't stand aside and watch Qian behave this way.
What did she do?
Aunt, Lin Yiqian is having an affair. I felt that she had no right to enter the Gu family household, so I tried to stop her. I didn't expect her to claim that we weren't worthy, which is how the argument started.
You're afraid to check the cameras, so you're making up nasty rumors instead?
What? An affair?
She just got married to Nianshen, and she's already seeing someone else?
Father was really losing it. Before he was gone, he still forced Nianshen to marry her. As the lady of the Gu family, to be seeing someone else on the side, if this gets out, how will the Gu family ever save face?
Exactly. Didn't he always support Xiaxia as the grandson's wife? How could he suddenly change his mind right at the end? What a disaster.
Lin Yiqian, how dare you be unfaithful?
I wasn't.
Xiaxia and I found where you and that other man meet up for your secret activities. How dare you lie about it?
Mom, they're completely framing me.
You were acting so suspicious in the video, and you're still denying it? Where is that house? Take me there now.
Mom? Mom? Mom?
Let's go!
Open the door.
Mom.
You're facing your end. Why still struggle?
Lin Yichen, stop resisting. The title of Mrs. the Gu family is mine now. Get in there!
Young Mistress Gu, I heard you're seeing someone else. Is it true?
Why are there people filming this?
I called every famous influencer in the city to come here. Lin Yichen, I'm going to ruin your reputation so that Nianshen feels disgusted whenever he sees you.
I heard that before you got married, your private life was a mess. You were pregnant and stopped the pregnancy. Is that true?
You disgraceful woman. You've completely disgraced the name of the Gu family. Stop filming, all of you.
My followers, we are currently at the Gu group, at Mrs. Gu's scene of being caught in an affair, breaking the news to everyone of the wife of a top business tycoon, betraying her marriage firsthand. The situation is intense. Looking at how nervous and afraid Mrs. Gu is right now, there is no doubt that President Gu has been completely betrayed.
Why does this look like President Gu in the Madam's wedding chamber?
Everyone, it seems like there's been a mistake.
Impossible. I clearly saw her yesterday. She bought a watch for some man and told him to wait at home for her.
Right. When she came in, she was acting very suspicious and even called that person baby. It was definitely not my cousin.
You must have hidden all traces of that other man. Move. I will definitely find them.
Yes, they must be hidden.
President, several people took the madam here to catch her with someone, and many online influencers came along. The old madam said she would punish her severely. She might have been seriously hurt by now.
What did you say?
Or maybe she hasn't been punished yet.
Ugh, just shut up. What are you doing? What are you all doing? Are you all right?
I'm fine. He's just tense and worried about my safety. Don't look.
You foolish woman. Now you're feeling guilty and scared, since you already did it. Are you still afraid of me finding out?
Lin Yichen, where did you hide that other man's things? Cousin, it's good that you're here too. Lin Yichen is having an affair, and she's even hidden the evidence.
You're saying I'm hiding another man. But do you have any proof?
You're lying! This place must be a secret nest for you and that man. Cousin, please believe me.
What is this house all about?
My mother passed away early, and after my father remarried, that house ceased to be my home anymore. I bought this apartment to place my mother's memorial plaque here. When I married Gu Nianshen, no one gave me their blessing. I've wanted to decorate this place for the wedding recently, just so I could feel my mother's blessing.
Deep down, you actually acknowledge this marriage?
This is so heart-wrenching.
A mother gone too soon, a father who remarried, in-laws who don't trust her, and a broken woman. A woman's life is truly like walking on thin ice.
Who will save her if we don't? I must report this story today to clear young Mistress Gu's name.
How could it turn out like this? We clearly came here today to ruin this woman's reputation.
Don't believe her. She's just acting. You must have known. We were coming for that man today, so you set all this up in advance.
I was being held by you the whole way here, and had no chance to use my phone. How could I possibly have had time to print those photos and hang them up?
She's right.
You're lying. If you weren't hiding something, then when we arrived, why were you so nervous?
Since I was forced into your play, how could I just turn a blind eye to it?
You witch.
From the way you acted yesterday, it was obvious someone was hidden in there. There must be a flaw. The watch. That watch you bought for over $1 million, who did you give it to?
Can't produce it now, can you? That's right. I clearly heard you calling someone baby on the phone, and saying you were going to send a watch to your baby. Where is the watch?
Did she really buy a watch? And give it to that man?
You can't show it to us, can you? Aunt, that watch must have been given to that other man.
Tie her up and take her to Lin Tianwan. Let him see what kind of daughter the Lin family raised.
Hold on. The watch was for me.
I haven't even given it to him yet. So why did he claim that I gave it to him?
He's actually protecting Lin Yiqian to such an extreme extent.
That's impossible. I clearly heard her on the phone calling that person baby. She was even sweet-talking him, saying that you aren't important to her at all.
Are you really going to question my words?
Nian Shen, don't blame Fei Fei anymore. She thinks that because you two just got married, she couldn't possibly be calling you baby. Besides, you aren't even wearing the watch.
So she...
Since everyone wants to see the watch, why don't we just take it out for everyone to see?
Are you looking for trouble?
Don't be so stingy. Let everyone have a look. It's not like they're going to steal it.
Why does she still have the watch?
Darling husband, let me put this on for you.
What did you call me?
I called you my darling husband. Isn't that sweet?
Lin Yiqian, you witch! Witch!
Miss Shi, is this the watch you mean? I was always going to give it to Gu Nianshen.
Mrs. Gu, lean in a bit closer to President Gu. Let me take a few photos of you two. Once you have these for your room, you won't have to just display your marriage certificate photo anymore.
Hey everyone, this isn't some affair being caught. This is a massive display of love. I don't even need dinner tonight. I'm already stuffed from witnessing all this sweetness.
To escape the accusations of cheating? She really knows how to put on an act.
Let's go, let's go.
We should head out.
Mom, Miss Shi and Miss Song framed me like this, causing such a scene. It wouldn't be right to just leave now, would it?
What do you want then, if it's not right?
Even a child has to say sorry when they do something wrong. You intentionally set me up and caused my mind and heart unforgettable damage. Don't you think you should give me an explanation?
Qian, I misunderstood you without knowing the facts, so I'm sorry.
A misunderstanding? Because of a misunderstanding, you let people hurt me so ruthlessly? Gu Nianshen, they hit me first.
Let me see. Where did they hurt you?
Right here.
You are fired from Gu Group. From now on, don't you dare step into the Gu family ever again.
Cousin.
Get out.
Nianshen, it's true that some of Qian's actions made Fei Fei misunderstand. Please don't blame Fei Fei.
What does her being a meddler have to do with me getting cheated on? Furthermore, who gave you the right to lay a hand on my wife?
Aunt, what should I do? I don't want to leave Gu Group.
Also, as for those dogs that bite their masters, fire all of them.
Are you crazy?
They dared to hit young mistress today, so tomorrow they might dare to hit you. The dowager.
Because of Lin Yiqian, he actually wants to replace so many servants at the manor.
Mom, if you can't bear to do it, I can handle it myself.
Aunt, please beg him for me.
Lin Yiqian, once again you witch, managed to get lucky and escape. Just you wait.
Looks like the villain NPC is officially out of the game.
What did you say?
Nothing. I really have great taste. The watch I bought looks so good on my husband.
Does she mean to give this watch to some other man? In her dreams?
Oh, Daddy.
Gu Nianshen, what's wrong?
Hey, Daddy.
What happened to you, Gu Nianshen?
I haven't visited your home yet. Show me around. I don't know how that kid showed up at the door, so take him away quickly. When did you buy this house?
I told you, this house is a new purchase. All the furniture is brand new. So why don't we mess around a bit to break in the new bed?
It can't be new. Has another man slept in this bed?
The kid has been moved.
All right, let's go. We'll handle your injury back at my place.
President, yesterday, I took Xiao Yu to the roadside. But he ran off and was picked up again by that mysterious man.
You can't even find a single clue about them?
I feel it's not that simple. They're being too slippery.
Keep looking. Once found, just send them away directly.
Yes, sir. Regarding Madam's house, it really is a new purchase. The furniture was moved in gradually, one after another. She even gave wedding candies to the neighbors, saying she was getting married.
As expected, she didn't lie to me. She even happily told everyone she's married.
Messing around. Breaking in the bed.
What a loss. Sai, I actually rejected her yesterday.
President. President!
What's all the shouting for?
Madam is here. Madam.
Nianshen, I cooked some food and brought it for you.
You made this yourself?
Mm-hmm. Aunt Jo strained her back, so for the next few days, you'll have to eat the meals I cook.
Happy birthday.
My wish is to be able to marry the person I love and cook every meal for him every day.
This girl has no shame at all, ha ha ha.
This is the first meal my wife has ever cooked.
How is it?
It's barely okay. It'll do for now.
Who's calling? Why aren't you answering?
It's a scam call. You little rascal. Why do you always call me at our most intimate moments?
You even save names for scam callers.
Huh? You should have a taste too.
Daddy didn't answer my call.
Baby, let's not call him if he won't answer. As men, we have to have some pride. Ah!
Daddy must be busy, so he doesn't have time to answer my call.
Sigh. Like mother, like son. Between you and your mother, one is obsessed with romance, and the other is obsessed with his father.
Then I'll call Mommy first.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. The service provider has been calling me these past 2 days. It's so annoying trying to sell me packages. Maybe it's time to let him know. About Xiao Yu's existence? Gu Nianshen, 1 year from now, could we be together? Gu Nianshen, can we maybe not? Oh, I seem to have come at the wrong time. If I had known someone was bringing you food, I wouldn't have bothered.
Is she jealous? Xixia, what are you doing here?
Nianshen, you put me in charge of the Gu Group new product launch, so I'm here to discuss it with you. And maybe we can grab a meal together.
Tianqian has already brought me food, so go wait for me in the conference room.
All right then.
What were you just saying?
Nothing. The Gu Group launch event is so important, yet he gave it to Xixia. She really is special to him. I shouldn't take any risks yet.
Lin Yiqian, Nianshen put me in charge of the new product launch. You should know what that implies, right?
It implies that you're working for him. What else could it possibly mean?
The last person who planned this event was his mother.
What? Are you trying to replace my mother-in-law? Too bad my father-in-law is already gone.
What nonsense are you talking?
Xiaxia. Xiaxia.
Auntie.
What are you doing here?
Qianqian is here to deliver food to Nianshen.
And this is?
I am Gu Nianshen's wife.
Oh, so you are President Song's daughter-in-law. Does she work here too? No.
Qianqian and Nianshen just got married, and as of now, she is a stay-at-home wife.
I thought President Gu would look for a successful career woman. I didn't expect him to end up with someone who is just a pretty face.
We also thought President Gu and Miss Shi made a perfect couple, a match made in heaven.
Miss C, don't be discouraged. President Gu letting you take charge of Gu Group's new product launch shows that you are still very important to him.
That's true. Our Miss Shi is amazing. She even managed to invite Cat Demon.
What?
Qianqian, since you don't understand art, you probably don't know who Cat Demon is.
In this day and age, there are actually people who don't know Cat Demon. She is a once-in-a-lifetime global music superstar.
Qian Qian doesn't usually listen to music, so it's normal she wouldn't know.
She's joining Goo Group's event? How come I didn't know about this? Since you finalized the deal with Goo Group, why didn't you tell me?
You aren't trying to search for who Catwin is right now, are you?
Miss Shi, you should probably just fill her in on the basics.
Didn't I say that I sent all the work files to your email? Did you not check it?
This white dress really is.
So, did you find anything? If you didn't, I can give you a little background information. The Cat Demon debuted on a talent show in the US. Back then, with just one song and her cat face mask, she became a global sensation. She became a top star the moment she debuted. Although no one has ever seen her, the thing is, she has hundreds of millions of fans. Her concert tickets are almost impossible to get.
Is she really that amazing? That powerful?
Yes.
Of course, she is a once-in-a-millennium top-tier singer in both songwriting and performance.
And my goddess never takes part in offline events. Except for her manager and stylist, no one has ever seen her face.
If in this lifetime I could get a glimpse of her face, it would all be worth it.
You guys said she never attends offline launch events. So how could she come to attend Goo Group's new product launch event?
Xiaxia graduated from a famous music conservatory. With a violin major, she has reached the top of the industry and has even held concerts abroad. She surely knows the Cat Demon Goddess.
Does Miss Shi actually know the Cat Demon Goddess?
Anyway, no one can get close to the Cat Demon, so she won't know that I'm saying I know her out here. We just happened to cooperate on the same stage a few times.
President Song, Miss Shi is so talented. She and President Gu are just a perfect match. With the Cat Demon headline, our event will definitely cause a global sensation.
Xiaxia has never let me down.
Miss Shi, could I trouble you to help me get an autograph from the Cat Demon? I like her so much.
I want one too. Since Miss Shi and the Cat Demon are so close, why not just take you to meet her? For autographs and photos? Just asking for an autograph photo is so boring.
Lin Yiqian, what nonsense are you talking about? The Cat Demon never takes photos with fans.
She doesn't meet or take photos with fans. But isn't Miss Shi her friend?
That's still not possible.
Actually, you don't even know the Cat Demon, do you? You're actually just bragging.
Who says I'm bragging? Since you want to see her, I'll just take you to see her.
Miss Shi, you are amazing. You are exactly the lady of the company I had in mind.
Exactly. Miss Shi is so capable, she can even arrange a meeting with Cat Demon.
A prestigious lady of the Gu family. I wouldn't want to try and score a photo with Cat Demon, would she?
Qian Qian. Sometimes you need to check if you are even worthy.
Right. Are you even worthy?
I'm not worthy. Really, I'm not. I'm just an ordinary person. How could I be worthy to meet a superstar and diva like Cat Demon? Besides, I just got married, and I need to bond with my husband. I don't have time to chase stars. I'll stop talking now. I have to go home and cook. My husband finished everything I cooked for lunch today. Well, you guys enjoy your chat.
Xiaxia. I was just wondering why Cat Demon, who never does offline events, was successfully invited by us. It turns out she's your friend. President Mi was right. Only you are a match for Nianshen. I will have Nianshen transfer you to the executive office.
Thank you, Auntie. I have to find a way to actually contact Cat Demon.
Is this Cat Demon's popularity really this high?
Of course. I heard that today Madam begged Miss Shi for an autographed photo.
That silly woman. She doesn't even know. To come to me for fan stuff. In a few days, isn't there a cover shoot for Cat Demon?
Yes, but we signed a confidentiality agreement. Their own team will finish the production and hand it over to us.
Add an endorsement contract. I'll go there personally.
You're going to help Madam meet her idol. I have already contacted Cat Demon's team. If Madam finds out you hired Cat Demon for her, as a brand ambassador, she'll definitely be moved.
Xixia contacted me via email, and it seems she wants to bribe me.
Then test her out, to see how she plans to bribe you. I didn't wear my hat.
I think I forgot to tell you that today, your husband is coming to sign the contract personally.
You jerk.
Madam.
Lin Yiqian, what are you doing here?
Well, I
You are Cat Demon's manager?
Yes, I do.
Do you two know each other?
Is my secret identity about to be revealed?
Ma'am, you heard that Cat Demon was filming here today, so you came to see your idol, right?
Yes, that's right. Exactly, Brother Bai. As for getting an autograph from Cat Demon later, I am counting on you.
Mrs. Gu, no problem. Well, President Gu, I'll let you two talk. I still have to work. Everyone is waiting for me.
You are Madam President of the Gu Group. Be mindful of your status.
But if I don't go, how are they going to film?
President is here for.
For what?
President is here for the development of Gu Group. He came to sign the contract personally.
President Gu is such a hard worker. With President Gu leading Gu Group, it is no wonder you can't rule the entire world. My stomach hurts a little. I'm going to the restroom first.
Come to the studio to find me later. I've prepared a surprise for you. Where did she go?
President, I couldn't find her.
Cat Demon is here.
That is my goddess. Her figure is amazing, and her eyes are so beautiful.
This is my first time interacting with someone I know closely as my alias, Cat Demon.
Miss Yao, this is President Gu of Gu Group. He's here to discuss signing for the promotional activities of Gu Group.
It is a pleasure, President Gu.
Please, have a seat. My wife likes you very much, so Gu Group hopes to establish a long-term partnership with you.
President Gu said that because your wife likes me, you invited me to be the spokesperson?
I can add $100 million to the endorsement fee.
Did I hear that correctly? He's spending an extra $100 million to hire me?
What about it?
Rumor has it that President Gu and his wife were forced to marry, and that President Gu has always loved his childhood sweetheart, who grew up with him. But for President Gu to try so hard to please his wife, by spending such a fortune, it leaves me a bit puzzled.
As you said, those are just rumors.
What do you mean? Forgive my love for gossip.
Our president has only his wife in his heart.
Really? I'm so touched by the feelings President Gu has for his wife that I've decided to do this endorsement for President Gu for free.
What is she doing? What a hopeless romantic.
Free?
Oh, giving a token amount is fine too. Mainly, I was touched by President Gu's feelings for his wife. Goodness, am I dreaming? The person I secretly love actually loves me back.
A superstar adored by millions. Is she out of her mind? What does Lin Yiqian even see in her? Then let's sign the contract.
Let me take a look.
No need to look. Just sign it. Well, President Gu, I'll go change my clothes now. Bye-bye. Let's go.
Hello?
Honey, this building is out of tissues. I ran to the mall next door. I'll be there right away.
What did you call me?
Honey.
I was going to take you to meet Cat Demon, but the signing session has already ended.
Okay, I'll be there right away. Baze. Quick, let's go change.
Daddy,
Why are you here?
are you looking for me?
President, Madam is coming soon.
Tell Madam that I had something come up and left first.
Yes, sir.
Special Assistant Chi. Where is President Gu?
President Gu, he left first, and he told me to let you know.
Fine then.
Go home right now. I have an important matter to deal with.
Okay, I will wait for you to call before we meet again.
Lin Yiqian!
Miss Lin, didn't you say the other day that you weren't interested in the Cat Demon? Why did you come today then?
I'm here for the event.
You aren't even an employee of Goo Group, so why are you attending this event?
Miss Lin? Did you happen to look up the reputation of the cat demon these past few days? And now you want to try to get a photo with her?
In her dreams. I gave you a chance that day, but you didn't value it. Today, there's no way I'm taking you to see the cat demon, so leave now. Don't make a fool of yourself here. I told you to stop! Are you deaf?
Is this hotel owned by your family?
Today's event is sponsored by Goo Group, so I call the shots.
Move out of the way.
You lot, stop her!
Move out of my way. If you delay the press conference activities, can you take responsibility for the consequences?
If you want to see Cat Demon, just say it. Stop putting on an act here.
Exactly. How could not letting you in delay the press conference? You're making it seem as if you are such an important person. For this event to the conference.
For today's conference, besides our VIP cat demon, it is just our Miss C and President Goo, along with President Song. Everyone else is irrelevant.
Security! At today's event, since President Goo and Cat Demon are both here, you had better conduct a strict inspection. Those without an invitation or a guest pass are absolutely not allowed in.
Understood.
I am the wife of the CEO of Goo Group. I can't go in either?
Well.
Miss Shi, Cat Demon's car is almost here.
I will never give her the chance to see Cat Demon. Listen to me. I am the person in charge. Stop her and take her away.
This is...
She's just a crazy fan of Cat Demon. If she goes in and offends Cat Demon, you will all be in big trouble.
Madam President, I apologize for this.
Wait.
Madam President, please go ahead.
Stop. You lowly security guard, do you not want to keep your job anymore?
Miss Shi, Madam President is holding the special VIP invitation for the event.
How is that possible? For today's event, there are only 3 special invitation cards, and I issued them personally. One for Cat Demon, and the other 2 were given to foreign designers. That card she has must be a fake.
Miss Lin, as the dignified wife of Goo Group's president, you faked an invitation just to see Cat Demon? Aren't you afraid of being humiliated if this gets out?
This serves as a good warning to prevent anyone from using forged cards to sneak inside. Take this card and post it at the entrance to serve as a warning to others. This is Cat Demon's special card. How did you get it?
Why don't you guess?
She must have stolen it. Stop her!
Miss Shi, we're just following the rules. Please don't make this difficult for us.
Just you wait. I'll make sure every single one of you is fired and sent home. Lin Yiqian, stop right there. She stole Cat Demon's VIP invitation card. Just catch her now and take her to the police station.
Understood.
Nianshen, young Master Li, you're both here.
They saw that Madam has already arrived, but I haven't been able to find her.
Go and find her. Tell her that I have a seat for her here.
Yes, sir.
Today, we have invited the famous singer Miss Cat Demon to join us on stage. Please welcome Miss Cat Demon to the stage.
She's so beautiful.
Oh my gosh. She's definitely my goddess. She's so attractive.
It is such an honor to participate in Goo Group's new product launch event. I would also like to thank all the fans for coming. Thank you all.
Now then, let's ask Miss Cat Demon to perform a song for us. Shall we?
Yes.
Wow.
That sounds amazing.
Her voice is truly beautiful.
Have you still not found her? I haven't seen Madam.
I'm still searching.
Keep looking.
Yes, sir.
Nianshen, with Cat Demon's participation in our event, we have already reached #1 on the trending list. Look, the pre-sales for the launch have already exceeded expectations.
Not bad.
To the married man down there, while listening to the song, you're still whispering with another woman. You have no sense of boundaries at all. Aren't you afraid your wife, I will see you?
Nianshen, my goddess is calling you out. Show her some respect.
She's definitely out of her mind.
You're the one who's out of your mind. I won't let you slander my goddess. Her values are so pure, she's just reminding you that a married man needs to keep some distance from other women.
Let's switch seats. Why hasn't Lin Yiqian arrived yet?
Yeah, the goddess cat demon. That sounded amazing. That was wonderful.
Thank you for the performance by Cat Demon. Next, we will invite a lucky audience member on stage to ask our goddess 3 questions.
Pick me!
Let's invite the lady in the black dress at the back to come on stage.
Excuse me. Sorry for interrupting. This is my first time attending an event in the country. But the behavior of some fans is really quite disappointing.
Nianshen, it sounds like my goddess is talking about you.
Flirting with people in neighboring seats, acting so restless, it's completely disrespectful. If you don't want to listen, just get out.
Was she a school dean in her past life?
The goddess has been noticing you all night. That's your lucky day.
If you want this luck, be my guest.
I do. Yes.
Thank you for the interaction from this enthusiastic fan.
Goodbye.
Thank you again, Cat Demon.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Goddess, see you next time.
I can't find her anywhere. She's not picking up the phone. Where could she be?
Nianshen.
Miss Shi, the cleaners saw Lin Yiqian in the lounge for Cat Demon.
How dare she sneak into the dressing room of Cat Demon? Take me there.
Miss Shi, the cleaning staff saw Lin Yiqian in the Cat Demon's lounge.
How dare she sneak into the Cat Demon's lounge? Take me there. This Lin Yiqian is truly shameless to the extreme. Go and call President Song, along with President Mi and the others, to go catch her together.
Understood.
This is the Cat Demon's office. Miss C, the Cat Demon isn't back yet, but the president's wife is inside.
Lin Yiqian, you're done for. Did you notify everyone in the 911?
I've notified them. They'll be here shortly.
Xiaxia.
Auntie.
Qiaxia, I heard that Lin Yiqian sneaked into the Cat Demon's lounge. Is that true?
It's true.
This is the behavior of a stalker fan. If it's serious enough, she could go to jail if prosecuted.
Let's go and see.
This way.
Lin Yiqian, getting you locked up for a few days would actually be quite nice.
This is the Cat Demon's lounge. Who gave you the nerve to barge in without knocking?
He is the Cat Demon's manager, Base.
Mr. White, I am the person in charge of this event. Xixia, the one who contacted you on WeChat.
Humph. What Xixia or Beisha? I don't know you. Get out of here right now.
I've already given him $2 million. How could he not know me?
Now get lost.
Maybe it's because there are too many people and it's not convenient to talk to me. I heard that a stalker fan broke into the Cat Demon's lounge.
Miss Lin is right there.
There's no hiding it anymore.
Lin Yiqian, you really did sneak into the lounge. Fans should have some boundaries.
But the Cat Demon's manager is right here. Did Lin Yiqian really sneak in?
That's true. If she had sneaked in, the manager would surely have kicked her out.
Why does the president's wife have the Cat Demon's special VIP card and get to enter the lounge?
I told you to get out. Did you not hear me?
It's you! So she paid you off, is that right?
What do you mean she paid me off? Don't tell me Miss Shi paid to bribe Beze?
What nonsense are you talking about? This scum, since he took the money and ignored the deal, I don't have to show him any respect. This is an event for Gu Group. As a manager, you brought a stalker in without Cat Demon's permission. I must investigate. Lin Yiqian sneaked into Cat Demon's dressing room, and I suspect she took private photos of Cat Demon. Search her phone now. President Gu's mother is here. So what are you afraid of? Cat Demon is the guest of honor we invited, and if anything goes wrong, it will ruin the reputation of our goo group.
Search her.
Wait a minute. Where did you get the nerve to act so rudely inside Cat Demon's dressing room?
You were bribed by Lin Yiqian, so you should think about how you're going to explain this to Cat Demon. Search her.
Hey!
They're so nervous. They must have taken private photos of Cat Demon. Hold down Bays.
Give it back. Give it back. Hey, give it back to me.
Hand it over. Let me see just how many photos you stole. Look at me and unlock the phone.
Let me go. Let go.
President. This is bad. For some reason, my lady entered Cat Demon's dressing room, and Miss Shi brought people there, claiming that she took private photos of Cat Demon. A fight has already broken out.
Take me there.
Yes, sir.
Ah, Xixia, let go. Xixia, let go of me.
Stop it.
Nianshen. Qianqian is a fan of Cat Demon, and I can understand that, but she shouldn't have broken into Cat Demon's dressing room to take secret photos. That is against the law.
The police handle illegal acts. Who gave you permission to bring people here to mistreat my wife?
It seems he really has fallen in love with me.
But I only did it to protect the reputation of Goo Group.
Taking secret photos of private spaces is illegal, and she is the wife of Goo Group's president. If we don't handle this properly, it will disgrace all of Goo Group.
You keep claiming that I sneaked into the dressing room, but how do you know I didn't have Cat Demon's permission?
President Goo. Miss Shi is a good friend of Cat Demon. Regarding Cat Demon, she would definitely know what happened.
Oh? Does Miss Shi actually have a friend like Cat Demon?
Of course. We are close friends in private. Base.
If Cat Demon has a good friend like Miss Shi, how come I'm not aware of it?
If you ask me, she isn't even worthy of being in Cat Demon's presence.
Don't forget you already took my...
Miss Shi, I don't even know you, so what could I have possibly taken from you?
Miss Shi claims to be a friend of Cat Demon. But how is it that Cat Demon's manager, Base, doesn't recognize Miss Shi?
Because she simply is not Cat Demon's friend.
As a manager, you aren't exactly clean yourself, so how could you possibly know everything about Cat Demon? Cat Demon never shows her true face in public, so the fact that she and I are friends is something even her manager and other friends wouldn't know.
So that's how it is.
I didn't expect Miss Shi to want to be my friend so badly. She's actually become delusional.
What are you talking about? You might be able to bribe Cat Demon's manager, but her bodyguards are former soldiers who are extremely loyal. They caught her violating Cat Demon's privacy.
Miss Yao.
What? The CEO's wife is actually Cat Demon?
This. How can this be possible?
How is that possible? Lin Yiqian, are you crazy? You actually have the nerve to impersonate Cat Demon.
My agent and my entire security team are all here. Do you still have doubts?
Impossible.
How about this then?
Oh my god. The mistress is truly Cat Demon. What kind of incredible, shocking news is this? Ah.
Impossible.
Miss Shi, didn't you say that you knew Cat Demon?
Impossible. She's a fake.
Miss Shi, I really admire your mental strength and your brain. Even at a time like this, you're still brainwashing yourself.
She's really Cat Demon.
How can it be? How can that witch Lin Yiqian possibly be the Cat Demon who has over 100 million fans?
Xiaxia, how can Cat Demon be Lin Yiqian? Didn't you say you knew Cat Demon?
I get it. Missy was just bragging. She doesn't know Cat Demon at all.
Xiaxia, say something.
Miss Shi, you're truly the first person I've ever seen to call a crowd over just to watch yourself become a laughingstock, huh? You really are a source of amusement for me.
Lin Yiqian, if you really are Cat Demon, then the other day when we mentioned it at the company, why didn't you say anything?
If I told you, how would I get to see you make a fool of yourself?
Lin Yiqian, you witch!
Xixia.
Nianshan.
Oh, I thought we were taking turns slapping each other, but I forgot my husband was here. This time, 2 people from my family stepped in, so I guess that's a foul on our part. Let's do it again.
Auntie!
Mom, you're not getting any younger. Don't let yourself be bossed around anymore just because of what someone else says. If you have free time, you should go to the gym and work out.
Shaxia, I hope you know what's best for yourself.
Mrs. Gu, I am so sorry. I was only provoked by what Shisha told me.
You just believed her like that? Do you even have a mind of your own?
Our Gu group will terminate all collaborations with you. In the entire capital, no one will ever work with you again.
President Gu, I was wrong. President Gu, please, just give me one more chance.
As for this matter, leave it to the police to handle. Everyone involved, don't let a single one of them go.
President Gu,
President
we know we
Gu.
were wrong.
Take them away.
President Gu.
Nianshan.
Move it.
President Gu. President Gu.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Cat demon?
You should consider yourself lucky. So many people want to see me, but they never get the chance.
My signal is bad. I have to take a call. Hold on. Hello? Yes.
Why did you choose to marry me? With your influence as the superstar cat demon, you could have easily solved the crisis at the Lin family. So there was no need for this marriage alliance.
Do you even have to ask? It's obviously because I like you.
You like me? Since when?
I've always liked you.
Then why did you go abroad?
Didn't you say...
Daddy, I have a fever. Come see me at the hospital right away.
I have some things to handle, so wait for me at home. I have something important to tell you.
Okay. I didn't expect to win him over so quickly.
Daddy!
Don't call me Daddy.
No, I'll wait until there aren't many people around to call you Daddy, just like Mommy says.
Your mother doesn't let you call her mommy in public either?
That's right.
Why?
Because she doesn't want Daddy to know who she is. Xiao Yu is very obedient.
Did she think I wouldn't be able to find out who you really are?
Well, did you find out?
Coughing.
Go back and ask your mother. Is $10 million enough?
Is $10 million to buy me snacks?
It's to buy you.
You mean Daddy? Mommy says I'm worth hundreds of millions.
The two of you certainly have an active imagination. Hundreds of millions? She snuck into my bed and had my child in secret. And though I haven't settled the score with her yet, she still wants to plot against me. Not a chance. Go back and repeat my words to your mother, and tell her not to be too greedy.
You mean Daddy, I'm ignoring you.
Sigh. It seems like I can never get away. This kid is like a ticking time bomb. He's bound to cause trouble sooner or later. I should take the initiative to confess everything to Lin Yiqian.
What's wrong?
If you're free right now, you need to come back immediately. I don't know what upset Xiao Yu so much, but he's been crying nonstop, and he has a fever too.
I'm coming back right away.
I have something to confess to you. The truth is, I have a child. Sigh. Lin Yiqian. Actually, 6 years ago, I was with a woman, and she had a child behind my back.
What are you doing?
Huh? Are you going out?
I have something to take care of, so I won't be having dinner with you tonight.
Oh. It took so much for me to work up the courage.
Little ancestor, please take your medicine, okay?
Take it away. I won't take anything he bought. Take it away now.
Please, just take it.
What happened, baby?
Mommy, he said that I'm only worth $10 million.
Who said that? Who's so blind to say that? Our Xiaoyu is clearly a priceless treasure.
It was that scumbag father of mine. I never want to acknowledge him again.
What?
He doesn't want to recognize me, and he even said I'm only worth $10 million. How infuriating.
When did you go to see him again? Lin Xiaoyu. Don't cry anymore. Stop crying. It's too loud. When did he go to see him?
When I came back, the bodyguards had just sent him home. The little guy said he wasn't feeling well, but he didn't call you, and he didn't call me either. Around sunset, he called your husband directly and was taken to the hospital.
Around sunset? Weren't we attending that event?
That's right. So that's why this fellow found a chance to sneak away.
I still have things to do. Wait for me to return.
Could it be that he went to see Xiaoyu? But doesn't he refuse to believe that Xiaoyu is his son?
Mommy, he doesn't want to own up to being my dad, so I won't recognize him as my dad either. Why don't you find me a new daddy instead?
All right, my sweet baby. Mommy will teach him a lesson for you.
Mommy?
Stop crying now. Don't cry. He's so hot from the fever? Medicine. Come on, baby. Sit up and take your medicine. Gu Nianshen accepts me now. So, is it possible for me to talk to him about matters concerning Xiaoyu?
Hey, what did you do yesterday? You came back so late.
Last night, Baze and I held an international meeting. It's time to find an opportunity to formally introduce Xiaoyu to him. Why don't we go out to dinner together tonight? I have something I want to announce to you.
All right. I just so happen to have something to tell you too.
Mommy, how do you have the time to take me out to eat? Did something good happen?
Because I wanted to give you a surprise.
Yay, yay!
Hey, baby. You go to that room, VIP 2 first. I will be right there. I just need to use the restroom.
Okay.
I'll go find you in a bit.
The private room has been arranged exactly as you requested.
Daddy!
Why is he here? Did you leak the news to him?
It wasn't me, I have no idea.
Who told you to come?
Mommy did.
I really underestimated that woman. To think she actually tracked my whereabouts. Go back and tell your mother to name a price. I am willing to pay any amount of money. Just tell her not to play games.
My mommy says that I am priceless.
President, could it be that her mother wants the position of president's wife?
In her dreams.
She is here.
Mommy!
Be quiet. Is this situation finally going to explode?
Gu Nianshen, you're here?
Qianqian, don't come over here yet. Qianqian, don't come over yet. Take him away.
But didn't you say that you wanted to tell your wife everything today?
I just want to tell her about this matter. I'm not forcing her to be a stepmother.
Understood, sir.
What's wrong?
This restaurant isn't good. Let's find another place.
What's wrong with it?
The service is terrible. They won't even let me use the coupons from Qi Xiaodong.
A CEO like you cares about saving money?
One should still save money, where they can.
But...
Come on. Let's go.
I'm telling you, Zhang Zhiqiang,
You see, I told you.
if you want that child to join this family,
This place is no good.
no way in the world. Not unless I'm gone.
Then go
Then
away.
go away.
Let's change restaurants quickly.
My son, I must acknowledge him as my own.
What a total scumbag.
Stop it, you vicious woman.
Cheating and having children out of wedlock after marriage, and acting like you have the right to do so.
Do you mind it that much?
What woman wouldn't, if her own husband had a child elsewhere, and even wanted to bring the child home? If it were my husband, I'd find a way to make sure he leaves with nothing.
I'm in trouble. She loathes that situation so much. If she found out about that little one's existence, would she divorce me?
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I just suddenly realized. You have a great sense of justice.
I have zero tolerance for scumbags.
Let's go home.
Didn't you say we were going out to eat? I even have a surprise for you.
Let's eat at home. I'll give you the surprise there. I'll cook for you myself.
Oh, fine. Everyone's looking. Wait, I'll take this call.
Where have you gone? Xiaoyu said, he can't find you, so he asked me to pick him up.
You go ahead and pick him up then.
Yeah, all right.
Anyway, it's his birthday in a few days. It wouldn't be bad if I gave that little guy to him, as a gift.
Xiaxia. Xiaxia, you've suffered so much.
Come on, let's go talk outside. It's all the fault of that witch Lin Yiqian for getting you fired, and even getting me detained.
That witch was hard to deal with before, but now she's become some kind of cat demon, making her even more difficult.
I don't believe her life could be so perfect that there isn't a single flaw to find.
When she was 20 years old, she got pregnant and lost the baby. Her character is definitely questionable. The person she was on the phone with last time definitely wasn't my cousin. But we just don't have the proof yet. What should we do?
I will find something on her. Look, send someone to follow Lin Yiqian, and you will definitely find some clues. Isn't she a cat demon? Then send someone to follow her manager, Base.
Fine.
Lin Yiqian, I won't stop until I've dealt with you.
Mommy, do you want to play hide and seek with me?
Yes, come here. Xiaoyu, crouch down. Good boy. The size is just right.
This surprise. Why do I feel like it's going to be a shock?
You don't understand. Before Gu Nianshen's birthday, we absolutely cannot let him see Xiaoyu again. You must keep a close eye on Xiaoyu. Follow him every step of the way, and don't let anything ruin my surprise.
Fine, I've got it. Hey, Xiaoyu, I'll take you swimming in a little while.
Yay, yay! I love swimming the most.
Xiaoyu is such a good boy. Sweetie, Mommy is leaving. Be good, okay?
Goodbye, Mommy.
Mummy? Oh my god, Lin Yiqian has a child.
You two can go now.
Hey, Xiaxia. A major discovery. A huge discovery. Lin Yiqian has a secret child. I took photos and videos. The evidence is solid. Xiaxia, the evidence is now irrefutable. The child calls Lin Yiqian Mommy, and Lin Yiqian calls him her baby.
I knew it. Lin Yiqian is not that innocent.
So, should we send this video to my cousin right now?
Why bother sending it to him? Isn't Lin Yiqian, the international superstar, Mao Yao? Exposing the fact that she has a secret child online for everyone to see would be so much more thrilling.
You want to post it on the internet?
Of course. But not just yet. In a few days, it's Gu Nianshen's birthday, and I wasn't planning on buying him a gift this year anyway. Let's just give him this little surprise.
But my cousin is currently quite obsessed with Lin Yiqian. What if he decides to accept the child?
To prevent such things, the Gu family has a strict family rule. An heir is not allowed to raise someone else's child. If he wants to accept the illegitimate child Lin Yiqian had with someone else, he'll have to give up his status as the heir to Gu Group.
Back then, to inherit Gu Group, he was even willing to marry Lin Yiqian. So, given the choice between the child and Lin Yiqian, he'll definitely choose Gu Group.
I'm going to give him this surprise on his birthday. And at the same time, post the truth about Lin Yiqian having a secret child online to ruin her reputation as the famous Mao Yao.
We have solid proof this time. Finally, we can vent our frustrations.
Mom, what are you doing here?
What time is it? You're just now waking up? Where is Nianshen?
Still sleeping. It was an exhausting night.
Even with all that exhausting effort, I don't see either of you producing a pregnancy.
Mom, are you really that eager to have a grandson?
Old Wu's daughter-in-law gave birth last month. She's been showing off to me every day. as if she's the only one whose daughter-in-law knows how to have a baby.
Yes, Mom. Don't be envious. We have one too. I'm not saying my belly is carrying one right now. But Mom, as long as you want a grandson, as soon as you say the word, it'll happen.
Hurry it up. Our family line is already quite thin.
Understood, Mom.
It's Nianshen's birthday in 2 days. I've asked Old Wu and the others to join us for dinner, so you and Nianshen should come over too.
Okay.
I'm leaving. Remember to wear that mask of yours. They have grandsons, but I don't.
I understand. They have grandsons, but you have a superstar daughter-in-law. And a healthy, lively, big grandson.
Huh? What are you so happy about?
Your mother was just here.
She didn't make things hard for you, did she?
No. She wants to hold a grandson, so why would she trouble me?
She's pressing us to have kids?
Yes. Amazing, right? It seems no matter how successful or proud a grandmother is, she still wants to hold a grandson.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's do it.
You want a child too?
Yes.
Then, if an older secret son suddenly appeared, would you be happy?
Could she already know about the existence of that fish?
I'm asking you a question.
I wouldn't be happy. You said yesterday you had a surprise for me. What is it?
You missed your chance. I'll give it to you on your next birthday.
Old Wu, I saw the photos you posted. Your grandson looks so much like your son. He is so cute.
He's such a good baby. He only wakes up once a night for milk and sleeps so soundly.
Oh, that makes me so envious.
What's there to be envious of? Your oldest granddaughter is about to start kindergarten, right?
Yes. And now my daughter-in-law is expecting again.
Chang Wen, it's been a long time since your son and daughter-in-law got married. Is there still no news of a baby yet?
My son and his wife are very busy with work, and she has her own successful career. They aren't in a hurry to have children.
Your mother's blood is boiling. If she could have a grandson right now, everyone would be so jealous of her.
Daddy Xiao Yu loves you so much.
What are you staring at?
Huh, it's nothing. Gu Nianshen, you're crazy. To keep thinking about that little fish appearing out of nowhere.
Let's go. Mom, we're back.
Nianshen, it's your birthday today, so we've all come to crash your dinner.
Welcome. This is my wife, Qian Qian.
I heard she's a big star. My son and daughter-in-law wanted to buy tickets to your concert, but they were all sold out. Is this yours? May I take a look at it?
Sure, here you go.
It's so beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Once a woman gets married, she should focus on her family, have children early, and put her career on the back burner.
A married woman can still have her own career.
Children and a husband are a woman's true career.
Auntie, perhaps you didn't know, but the Qing dynasty ended a long time ago.
What do you mean by that?
She means you are far too old-fashioned.
Auntie, in this society, a woman's value doesn't lie in whether she has children, but rather in whether she lives for herself.
Nianshen, your wife is far too sharp-tongued.
I can't help it. Even at home, I have to give in to her a little.
When it comes down to it, doesn't she just want to avoid having kids? Chang Wen. In a family like yours, you should be blessed with many descendants. If a wife doesn't want children, that probably won't do.
Who says she doesn't want to have children?
Xiaxia, I've been calling you these past few days. Why didn't you answer?
Auntie, I've always felt that something is wrong with Lin Yiqian. While I've been out these past few days, I have been investigating her.
Xiaxia, it's clear you and Nianshen weren't meant to be. Auntie will find someone better for you, so don't be so stubborn.
Auntie, this isn't about getting back together with Nianshen. But since you've been so good to me, I really couldn't bear to see you and Nianshen be deceived by Lin Yiqian any longer.
You say you've been investigating me, so what did you find? Is it that I'm seeing someone else?
Lin Yiqian has a child out of wedlock.
She has a secret child too?
Oh my. A secret child.
It seems she really did look into me and found out about Xiaoyu. Miss Shi, don't start spreading lies. My feelings for Nianshen are witnessed by heaven itself.
Lin Yiqian, still acting. This time you're done for. And here is the evidence.
Oh my goodness. Chang Wen. So it really is your daughter-in-law after all.
Do you really have a child?
Auntie, there is no mistake this time. I heard this child call her mommy with my own ears, and she even answered back.
This child looks to be about 4 or 5 years old. Chang Wen, we were just talking about children earlier, saying that we already have grandsons and granddaughters, but you didn't have any. I didn't expect you would have one so soon.
You old witch. Once Xiaoyu is delivered here, I'll put you in your place.
Chang Wen, you should keep an open mind. It's a new society now. Getting remarried 2 or 3 times isn't unusual anymore. You might as well treat this child as if he were your own flesh and blood.
Chang Wen, if I were you, I'd take the child back and raise him. It would show everyone how generous you are.
That's right. When Nianshen has her own children, the older one can even help look after the little one.
Shut your mouth.
She's taking her anger out on me now.
Do you really have a secret child?
Lin Yiqian, you really are one to refuse to face reality until the end. Fei Fei, you can now bring that secret child inside.
Walk faster, you little brat.
Daddy, Mommy,
Xiaoyu.
this bad woman grabbed me out of the box.
It's okay, baby. Mommy's here.
Mommy?
He's my son, and that's the truth.
Oh my goodness. So you've admitted he's an illegitimate child. Chang Wen, congratulations. A grandson just dropped out of the sky for you.
Your son? You gave birth to him?
He is my son, and there's no doubt he's my own biological child.
So there's no doubt about it. You really made me search everywhere for you.
Nianshen. Now, you should believe what I said about Lin Yiqian seeing someone else, and see that I wasn't just spreading rumors, right? Lin Yiqian. What else do you have to say for yourself?
There's no point in making excuses. You're finished today. Just now, I already took the news of your illegitimate child and posted it online. Let's see if your reputation at Cat Demon can still be saved.
Well, this child looks quite adorable and very well behaved. Come here, little one. I am your grandmother. Give me a greeting.
Are you really my grandmother? Hello, grandmother.
Why does this child look so familiar?
Chang Wen, listen to that. This child is so sweet-talked, treating you like his actual grandmother.
She actually is his grandmother.
Nianshen, are you saying that this is your son?
That's right, Grandma. He is my daddy, my real daddy.
Nianshen, are you sure? Is this really my grandson?
How is that even possible? He's already 5 years old.
Gu Nianshen, Lin Yiqian is so young but went and stole a man. What kind of spell did she cast on you? You believe and protect her. Time and time again. Now you are even willing to claim that little brat she had with another man?
I will say this one more time. Xiaoyu is my biological son. If you dare call him a brat again, don't blame me for ignoring the bond between your parents and mine.
I've liked Gu Nianshen since middle school. Who could I have been messing around with?
What did you say? You've liked me since middle school?
Mom, if you don't believe me, you can take Xiao Yu for a DNA test.
No need for that. No need at all. This little fellow looks exactly like Nianshen when he was a child.
Oh, he really does. He's the spitting image of Nianshen. When he was little.
Thank goodness. A grandson just dropped into my lap. Otherwise, people would have teased me to death.
Oh, I just remembered I have some business at home, so I'll be heading out first.
Right. I just remembered too. My son and daughter-in-law are coming back tonight. I have to go back and check if Auntie has cooked dinner.
Jaxia, how can this be? How could this little brat possibly be my cousin's son?
Song Fei Fei, I've put up with you again and again. How dare you lay a finger on my Xiao Yu?
Aunt.
He is my grandson. Is there any reason for me to protect someone who tries to hurt my grandson?
Grandma, that woman Auntie earlier, she pulled my ear and called me a little stray.
I see. From now on, to enter our family estate, you must get permission from Xiao Yu and his mother. Otherwise, I will have the security kick you out.
Aunt, I am so sorry. I will never do that again.
Get out!
How is that possible? How could Lin Yiqian possibly have his child? Auntie, do you really believe what she says?
Sweetheart, don't listen to those mean comments.
Lin Yiqian, you witch, you stole everything from me.
Shisha, just try touching her and see what happens.
Nianshen, I am clearly the one who loves you the most.
Xia, confessing to a married man. You really are shameless.
The one who was supposed to marry Nianshen should have been me. You stole everything that belonged to me.
Xia, 6 years ago, I came with my pregnancy report to find Gu Nianshen, right here at this door. It was you who told me you and Gu Nianshen truly loved each other, and that he broke off the engagement for you. I walked away without looking back. Have I ever bothered Gu Nianshen since then?
What did you say?
Besides, it wasn't like I wanted to marry him anyway.
The time you came was to tell me that you were pregnant?
Nianshen, don't listen to her nonsense. She's lying to you.
I really did look for you.
I believe you. It's my fault for being so foolish. I should have chased after you and held on to you.
You knew I was there?
Lin Yiqian. I have never liked Xixia. The one I've always loved is you. It was because I heard you say that you didn't like me and that you didn't want to marry me. I didn't realize you were only saying that out of anger. I'm sorry.
Gu Nianshen, you mean man. Then why did you break off our engagement?
Grandpa was the one who did that. I didn't know anything about it.
Gu Nianshen, we grew up together. How can you say that you never loved me?
You grew up with a yellow dog at your doorstep as well. Do you plan on marrying that dog too?
Lin Yiqian, you witch!
Someone, take her away.
Nianshen, you can't treat me like this. I love you so much. Let go of me. Auntie, you said it yourself, that I would be your daughter-in-law.
Shaksha, but since Nianshen doesn't love you, there's nothing I can do. I will arrange for you to go abroad, go to another country, and start a new life, all right?
Have you forgotten? My father saved your life.
Your father was simply a driver for the Gu family. The car accident was just an accident. Taking emergency measures to avoid a crash was only natural. My mother was being kind-hearted to bring you to the Gu family and give you the best education. Do you intend to guilt-trip her for the rest of her life?
Lin Yiqian, this is none of your business.
She is my wife, and the mistress of this house, young mistress. Drag her out.
Let go of me. Your whole family is completely ungrateful. Let me go. Your whole family is ungrateful. Let go of me.
Nianshen.
Grandma, now that you have such a cute grandson like me, aren't you happy?
Of course I'm happy. Darling, Grandma will take you to the neighbor's house for a walk to stop them from laughing at me for not having a grandson. Let's go.
Mom, it's my birthday.
You're an adult. Why bother with birthdays? The two of you should enjoy some quality time alone. By the way, from tomorrow on, you both move in here. You can choose not to come, but Xiao Yu must move in. Ha ha ha. Let's go.
It's over. We really have become delivery people.
Xiao Jiayu. His dad is a scumbag.
It's your birthday today. Don't be impulsive.
Lin Yichen? You just wait and see. For the high school anniversary, old principal called me, wanting both of us to go.
You agreed? Yes. Then I will wear this to the event.
I recall that. We don't have a photo together like this, do we?
I photoshopped it.
So, the photo on this is actually this one?
Why is this in your possession?
This is the evidence left behind. When you harassed me.
What do you mean harassed you? I was rescuing you. It's broad daylight. Don't do anything reckless.
Daddy, Mommy, it's not dark yet. Are you going to sleep already?
Lin Xiaoyu. Why didn't you knock on the door?
I forgot. Daddy, Mommy, this is Xiao Yu. Can I come in?
Come in.
Mommy, when you and Daddy go to the school event, can you please take me with you?
Lin Xiaoyu, if you don't change this habit of eavesdropping at the door, I will send you back to the States.
I won't do it again, I promise. Cat, Demon Queen.
You little brat, you're driving me crazy.
He just has too much free time. Let's have a baby girl. To keep him in line.
He's so handsome. And she's so beautiful.
President Gu and Mrs. Gu are here.
Principal, at school, you can just call me by my name.
Senior, I really love your songs. Could I have your autograph? Me too. Me too. I want one too.
Watch your step, everyone.
I like you so much, Senior.
Nian Shen, you're not quite as popular as your wife.
Principal, the thing I asked you to take care of, is it done?
You can count on me. That's enough now. Don't trouble your senior anymore. The school anniversary is about to begin. After you.
Please.
Over the past few years, the school has built many new facilities.
This playground is finally fixed. I used to be on this playground and tripped so many times.
The investor gave special instructions. It was because his partner always tripped on this road, so he arranged for it to be prioritized for repairs. That's right, the investor is actually Nian Shen.
Get up. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Thank you. This road hasn't been fixed in a long time. That's why I fell.
It seems when Senior Gu was in school, all of her attention was on Senior Sister.
Principal, I want to report Senior Gu and Senior Lin for dating.
Lin Yichen, you took everything away from me. Today, I will make you pay the price.
The main issue back then was that we didn't catch them. If we had caught them, they would have been strictly punished.
Principal. Actually, it was just a secret crush for me.
For me, too.
A mutual secret crush? I'm so jealous.
The reading room hasn't changed at all.
The investor bought this school road and the reading room, saying that in the future they will only be for his partner's use.
Hello, President. Xixia escaped on the way to the airport. I'm worried about what she might do.
Lin Yiqian. It's time to end this. Be gone. Lin Yiqian, why aren't you gone yet? I can't accept this. I can't accept this.
Ashen, what happened? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You jerk. You scared me so much.
Take her to the police station.
Gu Nianshen, Grandpa Gu clearly chose me to be his granddaughter-in-law. So why did it become Lin Yiqian? You went against Grandpa Gu's wishes. You must have tampered with Grandpa's will.
You can say that I went against Grandpa's wishes, but I did not tamper with the will. I never even thought about being the Gu Group successor, but Grandpa insisted that I take it. So I added a clause to the conditions of inheritance, and that was that I must marry Lin Yichen.
Gu Nianshen, why? I've been with you since we were kids. I like you so much. Why can you never see me?
Drag her out of here already.
Gu Nianshen.
Let's go.
Let's go. Will you marry me?
Marry him. 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 Marry him.
I will.
We still have a little time. Why don't you two go check out the reading room?
Isn't this the analysis for the 2 major questions I got wrong on the exam?
The girl I like, why is she reading books every single day?
Gu Nianshen, in order to stay by your side a little longer, I've put in twice as much effort as anyone else.